Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the July 2020 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your sun, moon, and rising signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you at this time. As I said, it is a general reading. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If none of it applies, it's not your message, okay? So before we go into the reading, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who has liked and commented, subscribed, and also shared my videos. It means the absolute world to me to have your support. So thank you so much for taking the time to take a look and let me know as well how this applies to your situation and where it does. It means a lot to me to get your feedback as well. So thank you so much. Next, I want to just have a couple of quick announcements to say that as it is my birthday month, the month of July, I'll be offering a 10% discount on everyone who has a personal reading with me. So if you would like to have a reading with myself, a one-to-one reading, you can take a look at the description box below for information on how to contact me via my Facebook page and book the reading. And also you can find the link for it right here. Okay, so do take a look at that. Have a look at the services tab for more information on the readings and pricing structure, okay? And don't forget to include the 10% discount when you calculate the difference, all right? And finally, I just want to say that I will be hosting a bonus general reading for all signs on Instagram via IGTV. So I'm really excited to do that. It'll be the first time I'm doing readings live on Instagram. So if you haven't followed me already, you can go to my channel and click the icon on my banner, okay? That will take you to my Instagram page. So do follow me and stay tuned for the announcement as to when I will be hosting the live general readings. I haven't thought of a date and time yet, but I will announce that very soon. So it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do that with you guys and see what messages come up. So enough with the announcements. Let's get into the reading itself. So just to let you know, I'll be pulling a Celtic cross style spread using the Wild Unknown Tarot, and then getting further clarification using the intuitive. So let's see what's going on for you in the month of July, Sagittarius. I know that this month is going to be very intense for a lot of people, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, things coming up to the surface where wounds need to be healed, feelings need to be expressed, and, you know, creating a sense of comfort and inner peace when it comes to all matters of the heart and home. So let's see how this pertains to your reading. Okay. So I'll do what I usually do. I'll get the main spread out first using the Wild Unknown Tarot first, and then we'll go into its meaning, and then we'll go into clarifications afterwards. So wow, okay, so let's go into it. Sagittarius. So the first card you've got is the Eight of Cups Eight of Cups. So water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there may be a situation in which you have to emotionally detach from, or you're physically walking away from something that no longer serves you, or that requires you to go off and do some introspection, okay? Do some introspective work. Because something isn't working. There's something within your current circumstances that isn't working and needs to be addressed. So we'll see when we clarify. In regards to the position of your challenge, you have the Judgment card, okay? So this is your energy as well here, Sagittarius. I also aligned this with Libra, but not necessarily. Either way, I feel like with this being here, it's a case of you understand that whatever dark situation that you've been facing, whatever inner demons you've been battling, okay, you have the strength to overcome this trial, okay? And I feel like this is a necessary part of your path, that you're overcoming a significant challenge, a burden, a trial, as I said, that's going to help you move forward. Okay, it's a karmic lesson of some capacity, I feel like, that is necessary. And it's reminding you, look, you have the keys to your freedom. Whatever this situation that you've been navigating, that's been dark, that's been heavy, that's been trying for you, there is a way out. You might not be seeing it, but there is. And that's why you're going off to do this introspective work, to find the answer, what's going to get me out of the darkness. So you understand as well that the best way to get out of it is to go through it. So that's what you're allowing yourself to do at this time. You're going through it and facing it head on so you can come out and see the light again. Very good. I'm glad to hear that. Obviously not glad to hear that you've been struggling, of course, but that you are, confronting it head on so that you can then bring yourself out of this heavy situation. In regards to your recent past, you have the Mother of Swords here. Okay, so this is air energy, all right? Queen of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Could be dealing with any of those signs, possibly Libra. Either way, I feel like what this is expressing is that you had to make a tough judgment call. Or that you're being asked to do so, right? That you're aware, you have the awareness that something is not what it seems, or something is not bringing you any sense of fulfillment, or that what you thought was bringing you into a greater sense of fulfillment wasn't what it seemed. And you're able to see it for what it is. You're able to see it, clearly. So it's now brought you to question many things regarding this situation, right? You were in that space of just observing and seeing, but drawing upon your acquired knowledge and experience of being in similar situations in the past, or perhaps dealing with similar connections in the past, similar people in the past, and using your better judgment to know that, it isn't what's being sold, basically. Okay, so the next card you have in regards to your near future, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So as such, with this new clarity that's come in, and with you going off to do this introspective work, you may be choosing to put any investment that you made in a connection or in a business or any kind of partnership situation on hold, because, new information has come into your awareness. You're seeing things from a completely new lens. You're having to make tough judgment calls, right, this month. So you're putting things on hold in a material sense, right, while you go off and figure this out. Pretty much that's what I'm seeing. So you may even be cutting a flow of money, okay, towards something. You may be not just halting something, but actually cutting off the flow of money into something specific as well. Okay, so the next card you got in regards to your feelings is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You are choosing, I feel like you're kind of trying to find a middle ground. It's not that you're kind of being very defensive. You're not, argumentative or, distrusting of people in general. But I feel like you're trying to create some kind of emotional distance, as I said at this time, while you're trying to work out what's what and what needs to happen moving forward. So I feel like, you're not defensive. You're just attached right now while you try and figure this out. And you're like, until I have the answer, I can't give anyone anything more than that, the basics, just common courtesy, and expressing that I need time by myself, right? Okay, I understand that, sometimes you got to do that, Sagittarius. If that's what you got to do, you got to do it, Okay, so in regards to what's crowning you at this time, so what's within your power to affect, the energy surrounding you, you have the Three of Wands. So you have an opportunity here to change this situation, flip the script, right? Turn it around completely. Because you've been seeing a whole bunch of what you don't want. So now is a good time to start thinking about what you do want, right? And by that may mean putting an end to something that is otherwise toxic or detrimental to your well-being and happiness, right? Possibly. So it might be a case of that you cut something out in order to manifest something new, possibly. Or making significant changes in your current circumstances so that you're attracting more of what you do want and less of what you don't want, right? So that's going to come into focus quite a lot, I feel, going through the month of July. Next card you have in regards to your advice is the Five of Cups in reverse, water energy. So you might be, you're finding it challenging to not draw all of your attention on, what was lost, what was broken, and plus, especially if it involves any level of deception or lies or heartbreak, you're trying not to fixate solely on that, even though obviously that's kind of taking up a lot of your attention right now, because obviously this information came to light not so long ago and you had to make a tough decision. But that's not the end of it. You kind of, like I said, I feel like you may have severed a connection, or you may have put something on hold to go off and do this introspective work, but it's not done yet, right? But now you're kind of being asked to, do the work that is needed, work through the pain, understand, and see things as they truly are, and then make a decision and manifest positive changes, that are aligned to what it is you do want. In order to do that, you have to also be willing to release the pain, right? Once you've worked through it. Because if you only focus on the pain, you're only going to manifest more of that, essentially. In regards to your external influences, so this can be places, people, environments, okay, situations that are playing out. You have the devil, okay, so Capricorn energy, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. But either way, I feel like with this being here, this is talking about the toxicity in the situation, right? And yeah, this is making an active choice to remove anything that causes, chaos and destruction and pain and is detrimental to you, and choosing to remove it from your life. You have the choice to either, remain where you are, or you can remove it from your life. In regards to your hopes at this time, you have the Two of Wands. So this is fire energy again, Aries, Leo, Sag. So you really want to really get back into your power again, right? You want to stand firmly on, your own foundations. Get yourself back into alignment in mind, body, and spirit, getting your masculine and feminine aspects in alignment, your ego, and the subconscious aspects of yourself, right? Getting your higher self and shadow in balance, right? So that you can move forward in a way that is not only aligned, but is also very focused and very centered and very passion driven, I feel. Being in your most authentic energy, right? Being of that ascendant energy, so that you can supercharge whatever your vision is and move straight towards it, right? Awesome. Your fears then is the Five of Swords in reverse. So you're afraid that you might not be able to walk away from this situation or these certain connections as easily as you hope you will, right? That there is a certain attachment here that you're trying to walk away from, but you're finding it difficult, right? That you don't think it's going to be so easy to cut the cord. So you're afraid that when it comes to the crucial moment, that you'll buckle for some reason. But we'll look at that when we clarify. And then in regards to your potential outcome, you have the Chariot in reverse. So this is Cancer energy. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Interesting how this has come up though in your potential outcome. So I feel like Yeah, I feel like it's possible that July is going to be mostly about trying to, reorganize your thoughts and feelings on a subject and on maybe certain connections with certain people and making tough judgment calls. That's like a clear thing that keeps coming up over and over at the moment. Tough judgment calls. But it doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be ready to move forward towards this Three of Wands, right? I feel like you're just preparing yourself to get to that point where you can move forward. This is part of the preparation. So you're going into like a period of preparation. Okay. So let's have a look in regards to the intuitive then. Let's clarify these messages further. So take whatever resonates from that, leave what doesn't. Ooh. Cards flying about the place. And as I say, primarily I provide, intuitive readings. So do not get upset if this doesn't pertain exactly to your situation or to a specific person. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's that simple. Okay. Really? Why? Oh gosh, bear with me a second. Sorry about that. Cards decided they wanted to fly everywhere, as they do. Oh geez. Alright, we're almost there. Okay, so we're ready. In regards to your present circumstances then, the Eight of Cups, you have the Knight of Cups in reverse, and you have the Judgment card again. Wow, judgment, tough decisions, tough judgment calls, knowing that it's going to be in the highest good of all. Yeah, so you're walking away to do this introspective work because you're like, I cannot continue with things as they are. Like there is nothing that I can use here that's going to be beneficial to me or anyone else while things are as they are. So I need to go off and do the introspective work so I can make the correct decision, right? So I'm not going to make a decision based on purely my feelings at this time, but what actually feels right to me. So clarifying the judgment in regards to your challenge then, making the right judgment call. You have the Fool and you have the Star card. So Aries and Aquarius energy here could be relevant to whoever you're dealing with, and this could be more than one person, bearing in mind. But I feel like, yeah, you're having to go off, you're having to detach. Possibly you're going to a completely new location, right, in order to do this work. Maybe you feel like you can't do it in the environment that you're in, so you're physically plucking yourself out of one environment and putting yourself into somewhere completely new in order to have the space and the change of atmosphere and energy to really tap into what you feel it would be the best decision, and to also get a better sense of what it is that you truly want. What is your wish fulfillment? What makes you happy? What lights you up inside? Right now, you can't even think about that because the situation and the atmosphere and the environment that you're in currently is suffocating. So that's why you're taking this time out. You're moving away temporarily, or just, going off somewhere for the long weekend or wherever, for a long weekend or whatever. And, really thinking about what it is that you do want, so that you make a judgment based upon that rather than just how you're feeling at this present moment. So clarifying your recent past, the Queen of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups in reverse and you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you were watching and waiting. You were biding your time because you're like, this looks exactly like what I think it is, but I'm not going to make a decision yet. I'm not going to make a judgment call yet because I don't have all the facts. I don't have all the information. From what I've experienced in the past and what I've seen in the past, it looks like this, but I'm going to wait and bide my time. So you didn't move yet, even though you were already kind of emotionally preparing for this situation that's now playing out. So you were trying to keep your cool. You were trying not to allow yourself to overthink the situation, get caught up in your head, be so emotionally affected by something when you don't have all the facts. So you were trying to be very smart about it. You were trying to be very logical about it before you made any impulsive decisions, right? Whereas now you feel like you've seen enough and you know enough to go off and think about it, all right? So in regards to your near future, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Seven of Swords, there we go, there it is, the deception, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you're pulling the plug. You're pulling the plug on something, you know, you're no longer willing to invest your time, energy, and resources into something that is a sham, that is a lie. It's false, right? It's fake. And you know this, you're aware of this. You know that the people involved were false. You know that whatever you were working on is not what it seemed. It's shady. These people are shady. This person is shady. The investment was not a good investment. So you're pulling your resources, right? You're pulling back from this connection, from this partnership or this team. Because this can play out in various different ways. This could be in regards to work. This can be a relationship. This could be a friendship circle, right? So take it however it applies to your situation. But this is you pulling back and saying, no, I see it for what it is. It's bullshit. Therefore, I'm not willing to invest any more of my time, energy, or resources into something that is a lie, that is a sham. It's fake, right? So I'm pulling back, and I'm pulling back so I can take my, time, energy, and resources elsewhere and invest in something that's actually going to be profitable, that's actually going to be beneficial, for the long term. And for all those involved, not just a select few or for whoever is pulling the strings here, right? So that's what you're doing. You're pulling back and you're cutting off this supply that was coming in previously from you. So in regards to your feelings then, the Seven of Wands in reverse, you have the Tower in reverse and you have the Two of Swords. So yeah, this realization has already taken effect, right? That's something I feel like that's already happened. You've already had the Tower moment, and that's why it's coming up in reverse. Because you're like, I'm already aware that this is not what it seemed, that I was being sold a lie. But now I need to think about what I need to do to recover from this. How can I build myself back up? I don't want to get into a dispute. I'm not willing to challenge them on my position. I see it clearly for what it is, but now I just need to see what the answer is, how I can best move past this, move forward from this, right? Because I have to find a way to recover from what was lost, right? So in regards to what's crowning you at this time, the Three of Wands, you have the Five of Cups and you have the Moon cards. The Pisces energy could be relevant to you. But yeah, I feel like what it's expressing here is that, okay, so there's some changes that you need to make, obviously. You have to manifest a new approach, a new relationship, a new friendship circle, a new project, right? If those are the things that you want, if that's what you feel like you've lost as a result of this situation, you can manifest in new. However, you have to first confront the mess that was caused by these people, by this person, by the situation, right? Because you're still emotionally affected by it. So first, the best thing you can do is dig deep and truly confront how you really feel about it. And there may be the worst thing is about this is that you might not understand the level of treachery that was involved here. With that Moon card as well, it's like illusions. You've got deception and illusions. You might not be aware just how false these people are, or how far the illusion runs, how deep the betrayal goes, right? So there may be even another party involved that you wasn't aware of with that Five of Cups, perhaps there was another element of it that you wasn't aware of, that they purposefully kept hidden from you because they knew you would never be on board with it, right? Or that your partner or your friendships kept something very significant from you because they knew that it would cause a lot of carnage, it would cause a lot of pain. right? So they kept something hidden from you, but it's not going to be hidden for long. So I feel like before you can really manifest those changes, you need to be fully aware of what it is you're dealing with right now. Okay, so I feel like that will come when you go off to do the introspective work. That's when you'll get this download, or someone will present something to you and be like, listen, I need you to know, like, I just feel like you need to know this because they did you wrong. And that's when it gets brought to your awareness. Okay, so the next thing in regards to your advice here, the 5 of Cups in reverse, you have the Death card in reverse, and you have the 6 of Cups in reverse. So you see how you had the 5 of Cups within the upright there, and you have it in the reverse here. So I feel like you can't put it to bed yet until you're aware of exactly how you were screwed over and to what extent, pretty much. I feel like you don't have all the facts yet, but it's saying, listen, you will be able to overcome this. However, the situation is not done yet. There's more to be revealed because there's still things about this that you're not aware of that need to be brought to your awareness. That's coming, okay? Once that comes into your awareness, then you can fully, cut yourself from this, cut the situation dead, cut these people off, start afresh elsewhere, right? And it does mean releasing something that meant a great deal to you in the past, right? Especially if this is a relationship with someone that you were very, very much emotionally invested in. It's going to be hard, but you're going to have to release it for good, potentially, in order to get past this, in order to move forward, especially if this person was very deceptive, really screwed you over in one way or another, okay? Then you might, in order to do that, you might have to release this connection for good, or you at least have to not allow the memories of the good things to stop you in your tracks from moving forward, right? Okay. I can't tell you what to do in regards to the people or this person involved, okay? Like, I'm just telling you the energies I see, and there's a good chance that you may distance yourself or cut them off for good. But obviously, you know your situation, how this applies, what part of this reading applies, if all of it or any of it applies. And, use your discernment, okay? That's why you're going off to do this introspective work, because you know your situation, you know what feels right to you. I will not tell you whether or not you should cut people off. Just need to say that, okay? All right. So in regards to your external influences then, the Devil here, Capricorn energy, you have the Temperance card, your energy, Sagittarius, and you have the 3 of Pentacles. So you had the 3 of Pentacles. Did you have it in reverse? I swear I saw it somewhere. Maybe I just imagined that. Okay. So in regards to this then, it's like saying, yes, you have some very questionable characters around you at this time. People that wanted to keep you tied into a situation and kind of use you as a bit of a cash cow, really. Sorry to say, but that's kind of the energy I got. Or you had someone that wanted to keep you in the situation so that if anything goes wrong, they can use you as, a scapegoat, pretty much. You see how you got the goat here? They kind of wanted to use you as the scapegoat, I feel. But regardless, maybe that's why as well people were kind of maybe questioning some of your decisions. Maybe they were telling you drip feeding you certain information so that you would change your decision on certain things. So you'd make, certain plans with whatever they want you to know in mind, right? So that it would better serve their interest, not yours, no one else's, just theirs, right? But, you're wise to that now. You see the deception, and you're going to get to the point where you'll see how far it runs. But then you're going to overcome it. You're going to alchemize it, right? You're going to be able to remove yourself from this, heal from this, and, just use the lesson and use the information that you've acquired, the experience, to move you in a more positive direction and help you see red flags when they appear, right? You're being assisted through this process, while it is potentially very heavy for you, and it's been obviously a horrible situation to deal with. No one wants to be tricked or lied to or deceived, right? It's or conned in any way. It's not a good feeling, so I understand that. But you are being supported. You have a lot of spiritual support around you at this time, so that's really good, okay? Because the divine sees what you're going through and wants to assist you in that process, right? So in regards to your hopes, the Two of Wands here, you also have the Two of Cups. So this is it. You want to be your own emotional fulfillment. You don't want to be reliant on your connections with other people. You don't want to be reliant on relationships. You don't want to be reliant on partnerships, right? You want to know that you have your own back at all times, that regardless of what anyone else does, you've got you covered, right? That you are in your element, that you are emotionally stable, right? That you create the balance you're looking for in your life. So you know that you'll be able to bounce back from this and you'll be on track, and that will not stop you from also being able to express care, consideration, love, or wanting to even potentially partner if it's a business connection with someone else in the future. You don't want to let this situation hold you back, right? Which is great, okay? Love that. And then in regards to your fears, the Five of Swords in reverse, you have the Eight of Wands and the Strength card, Leo energy. Could be dealing with Leo, could have it in your chart. Regardless, I feel like, yeah, you're afraid that you don't have the strength, right, to overcome this deception by cutting these connections for good, or finding a way to, create distance while you heal from it, right? Because it's caused a lot of conflict, and it's like you do want to sever these connections, but at the same time you don't. And you don't know how to express it either. You're like, I don't even know what to do in this situation because it's so complicated and it runs so deep that it's taking all the strength that I have just to try and, process what has happened and try and find the best way to overcome it. But it's been heavy. It's been really difficult, and it's taking, like I said, all of the strength and courage I have to overcome this horrible situation. But right now, I don't feel like I can even fully express how I'm feeling because I'm just trying to make sense of it all. I'm just trying to process it so I can find a way to detach from it and then be able to express what I really think and feel. But right now, I can't even do that. There's too much going on there, right? And then in regards to your potential outcome, what is going on? The Chariot in reverse here. You have the Sun card in reverse, so strong Leo energy in this reading. And you have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we've got Earth energy there as well. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could very well be dealing with the Capricorn in this situation. We've got Cancer strongly there as well. Pisces, Aquarius, Sagittarius. I feel like that's you though. Also got Scorpio here. So we have quite a few players on the table, right? But I feel like generally what's being expressed is that, yeah, you're not ready to move forward yet, but you're doing a lot of sorting. You're doing a lot of problem solving. And yeah, it's going to leave you out of sorts for a little while. You're going to feel like, holy crap, like I was so grounded. I was so sure that things were moving forward, like in a very good direction. I felt like, I could rely on these people. I could rely on the situation, what I've built, the foundations I created, my position within this structure. And now it's all gone, So what the hell? How do I get myself back on track towards moving towards what it is I actually want? Because this is so far removed from what I wanted and what I thought was going to be my happiness, right? So you're now having to reassess all of that, all that's taken place, all that you are coming to find out as well. And, decide how you want to best move forward. So you won't be doing that. I don't feel like you'll be making any swift actions in the month of July, but there is a lot of introspection going on, a lot of, inner work taking place, mulling things over, you know, trying to make sense of certain things that took place, you know, reassessing the situation, addressing what these people did or this person did, changing your perception on them and the situation entirely. And then trying to figure out a solution, the answer to the problem, the best way to move forward. And then once you're able to do that, which I feel like you will come to that space probably by the end of July, then you'll start taking steps and looking at how to best move forward. So, Sagittarius, I know that was a lot. I felt like this reading is not as long as some of the others because the messages came in so clear and direct. You know, I feel like whoever this resonates for, it'll play out in various different ways, but, you know, it was pretty like boom, 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 you know, step by step, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. So for those of you this does resonate for, I'm sorry that you've been going through this situation. It's not pleasant at all, but see this as you being pulled out of it, right? This is for your best benefit, right? To help get you out of this situation. So you're not stuck in this energy and having to deal with these kinds of connections that are really toxic for you and, you know, that you're not deserving of course, right? So I hope this helps you in that process. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell because that will notify you when new readings go up on the channel. But otherwise, in the meantime, I'm sending you so much love, so much support. You've got this. You are stronger than you think you are. You have so much going for you, right? And that's why these people are trying to take advantage of that. So just remember that this is no reflection on you, okay? This is about, you know, just moving through this situation, picking yourself up, and starting anew, okay? So sending you so much love, so much support, and excuse me, I will speak to you guys very soon.